Hello again, all my brothers and sisters, on our flat, domed, stationary earth. And that's what it is. People that are awake know it. The people that don't, they still got the root spirit of deep sleep. Anyway, hope all's well with everybody. I want to thank you for stopping by on my channel. I got over like 2,000 people. I really appreciate it. At least somebody's listening to me. Oh, hold on a minute. My dog wants to go out. Little Dashy, say hello to the camera. You want to go out? Go ahead, go out there, my little puppy. Well, anyway, I went to this graduation last week, and a lot of people I knew, a lot of people I didn't know, and one of them was an airplane pilot. He's pretty old. He's ready to retire, and I introduced myself to him. And I said, "Oh, I would love to get you on film on my YouTube channel. I'd like to talk to you about a few things." And he was like, "Well, what is it?" I said, "Well, you're not going to find out unless you go on you go on the camera." And he's like, "I really don't want to." And I said, "I won't even put your face on it. Just talk." And he was like, "No." I said, "Like, why not? If you're retiring, what do you care for? You're not going to get fired." He goes, "Well, I plan on buying a small plane. And a lot of places I go to now, I'm going to go back there. I want to make sure they're still my friends." So he knew that I was going to ask him if the earth is flat or not. Well, at the party, a lot of people just talking about sports. A few were talking about the church and our Lord, which was pretty cool. But I stayed inside. It was pretty hot. And then I came out, and the sun was moving away, so it started getting a little cooler out. And as soon as I went through the doors, one of the guys said, "Hey, the old man finally coming out, now that the sun is setting." And I said, "The sun does not set. It doesn't rise or set." And he goes, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "You better go back inside. You're going to get sunstroke." And they all started laughing. And I said, "The sun does not rise or set. It moves toward us or away from us from our point of view." And then right after that, all of a sudden, my wife's sister, who the last few times she came over, I was talking about flat earth to her, and she was really amazed about it. She wanted to look into it and open up her Bible and find out what's going on. She wanted to know the truth like we all do, instead of staying asleep, honoring Satan's globe construct lie. Oh, hold on a minute, I'm sorry. My dog wants to come in. Come on in, boy. Come on, my little puppy. Well, anyway, where was I? Also, they wanted to find out in the Bible where it says all those verses. And I said, when you go to church, why don't you ask the head of the church there if the earth is flat, see what happens? Because I'm sure none of them ever said it to you, did they? And they're like, "No, we never heard about it. We're not going to ask that question." I said, "Why not?" They said, "Well, that's kind of ridiculous." I said, "What do you got to lose? Do it for entertainment value. See what happens." It's just like all those preachers on TV. Have you ever heard them say the earth is flat? None of them. None of them out of all of them. Okay? We're going back to the guys. They were like talking about sports and everything. Then they asked me who's my favorite player, who's the best player, because they were arguing. It was like really ridiculous. It was like tribal mentality. And I said to them, I said, "You know what? I don't give a rat's ass. It really doesn't make a difference in my life who was the best NBA player or not. Even with the Yankees or the Mets or the Diamondbacks or whatever." I said, "Half the people don't even know the players." I said, if they even, in other words, in a baseball game, say the Phillies were playing the Mets, and in the seventh inning stretch, they all went in the dugout in the locker rooms and changed and switched their uniforms. Most of the people won't even know who the Mets or the Phillies were, the Phillies or the Mets were. So it's all nonsense anyway. And I said, why are you guys arguing about something like that? There's nothing to do with anything in your lives, really. I said, the flat earth is more important. And then they all started gaining on me. I was outnumbered like 25-1. So I dropped the subject. I went back inside. And as I went back inside, I was praying, hoping I planted a seed and see if somebody put some water on it, see if it grows. But, oh, and then that airplane pilot, he was saying goodbye, and he didn't even look at me. And as he was walking out the door, he turned real quick and he saw me looking at him. And then he shut the door. And then I was saying to myself, gotcha, sucker. I said, you might have that secret fooled with all these people here, but you don't have it fooled with me, okay? And he knew it. And that's what really bothers me. You know, with these cops, these politicians, lawyers, judges, you know, they're worried about their job, and they hide the truth from all of us. And one day they're going to pay for it. And that day's coming soon. And I can't wait for that dreadful, glorious day. Well, anyway, hope all's well with everybody. And like I always say, all things must pass until our Lord appears.